Hey everyone, Bobby here with BipperMedia.com. Welcome to my car, obviously. So I hope the audio sounds okay. I'm going to be working a lot on improving the audio from the car. That's obviously a challenging thing, is how do you record safely, number one, but then with high quality audio from your car, something I'm still working on. So anyway, I hope this sounds halfway decent, and thanks for tuning in. But one thing I wanted to talk about very quickly is something that has really fueled the growth of our business, Bipper Media, really taken us to a whole new level, and I believe set the trajectory for future growth. And it's the same thing that we have coached and implemented into other businesses that have experienced the same type of growth, and that is what we call a funnel. Okay, and let me just give you a little bit of backstory on an example of Bipper Media, how we've used the funnel. So the first step in a funnel is, and what I mean, let me back up. Let me tell you what a funnel is. A funnel is basically a way for any business to connect with a high quality audience of prospects, capture content or contact information from that audience, and then build a brand and build your reputation with that audience, and then ultimately convert those people to customers. Okay, so traffic, connection, and then building your brand and leading people to becoming a customer. Okay, so that is in essence the overview of the funnel. But in Bipper Media, let me give you a little bit of a story behind it. So with Bipper Media, when I first realized the power of a funnel is when we have this article that I wrote probably like 8 years ago now, and the title is Why My Business Isn't Found in Google Maps. That's all it is. Answers the question. I wrote it like 8 years ago. I've added to it over the years, and even to today, it is it's easily a top 5 most traffic article on our site even today. Okay, and that is really step one in the funnel, is information or content. Things like this video that I'm doing, or like that example I gave, like a blog post, podcasts, social media, anything that produces awareness and traffic is the first step in the funnel. Okay, and then step number 2 is to offer something for free after you get that traffic from your content information that attracts the audience, the visitors. Offer something for free in exchange for an email address. In our example, we put together an ebook called The 25 Local SEO Tips to Growing Your Business in Google Maps. That's the name of the ebook, okay? And you can literally see it if you go to our site. You'll see the offer to it, but that is an ebook that you'll get for free if you simply enter your email address. In the funnel, what that means is people enter their email, and then once they enter the email, they of course get the ebook, but then their email address goes to our email list. So if I were to stop the sort of discussion right now, what I would be describing is how to grow an email list. Okay, but that's not the end of the story, because it's not just about growing your email list. The funnel is about actually growing sales and building your business. Okay, so number 1 is the information products, information content. It attracts the audience. Number 2 is the something offering for free, so that people give you their email address in exchange, and that puts you on the path to building your email list. Step number 3 is what I call the email sequence. Okay, so as you're building your email list, we use MailChimp, and in MailChimp, it's very easy for us to build our list, which in MailChimp, they call it an audience. Okay, so we're using the free ebook to build our audience, but then you can build an email sequence that automatically goes out to that audience. So we have in our sequence I don't know, we've been building the sequence for years now. We're probably upwards of, well, actually, I know we're over 100 emails in the sequence. So if you were to visit our site today, visit one of our informational content pieces, and you were to enter your email and get the free ebook, you would get email number 1 from that sequence, because you would be a new email subscriber in our audience. So you would get email number 1. And then the sequence, the 100+ emails now, are just like set to go out every like 3 days, every 4 days or whatever. So 3 days from now, you would get email number 2, and then email number 3, and so on and so forth. You know, with our email sequence size, like 6 months from now, you would still be getting emails from our sequence. So that point of the email sequence is to start building valuable, informative emails that you may have heard the term drip feed, right? For example, you build an email sequence that drips out to your growing audience. So if I stop right here for a second and, you know, try to conceptualize this funnel functionality, you have a piece of content, let's just say in our case, the blog post that we wrote. That blog post gets continually growing traffic. From that traffic every day, a percentage of people enter their email to get the free ebook. Their email goes to our email list. So every day our email list is growing by X number of new subscribers every day, which are the people who requested the ebook. And then every day, every new subscriber begins at email number 1 in the sequence, okay? Now, in that email sequence, what's super important is for you to be thinking in terms of building your brand, right? And the number one thing that people want more than anything is value. People want to be helped. People want answers. People want solutions. People want value. So as you're building your email sequence, hold on one second, gotta merge. As you're building your email sequence, you need to be thinking in terms of value, okay? Not in terms that the number one way to lose your entire email list is to start trying to hard sell people with spammy emails, okay? If you take that path of, you know, hey, thanks for joining my email list, buy this, buy now, do that, like, you will very quickly have no email list, because either A, everybody will mark you as spam, or B, they'll all unsubscribe. Okay, so your email sequence, it's critically important that you focus on value, answering questions, sharing tips, sharing strategies, things to do, things not to do, things of that nature, and actually helping and educating, and that's really probably the best term, educating your audience. And by doing so, educating your audience and empowering them, they see that all of this educational information is coming from you, your business, us, Bipper Media, right? So in the future, anytime someone's thinking about wanting your product or service or things of that nature, your business will be the obvious choice to them, because they know you, they like you, they trust you, they're on your list, so on and so forth. Okay, and then continuing on from the sequence, in the email, which comes down to kind of the sequence email structure strategy, if you are on our email list, you will see that it's all about adding value, like I said. So the very top part of the email is like, here's what to do, or here's what not to do, and then the information. And then at the bottom, kind of in the footer of that email, is links to action steps that you can take. Like in our case, do you have questions? Click a link to schedule a strategy call with us. Do you want to join our listing directory? Click here and join our direct. So you can present the opportunities for people to take the next step, to contact you or to buy from you or to become a customer, things of that nature. Like, you can do that, but it has to be, in our experience, it has to be down in the footer of the email, which makes the main body of the email the value. So people get this impression that you are sending out emails to them to continue educating them and helping them. And that really, in essence, describes the funnel. That describes the funnel that we've had deployed now for going on, 7+ years. I really, there's a lot of things that have allowed our business to grow, our amazing team, the sort of product development of what we do. But from a marketing standpoint, it really, in my view, it all comes down to the funnel. And that's why we're always fixated on producing information content, because that content is what attracts the traffic. And then from that traffic, what can we do to get people, to get those visitors onto our email list? There is where the free ebook, for example, comes into play. You can test and experiment with a lot of different ways to do that, but something for free in exchange for the email. Then once they're on your list, the email sequence, continuing that relationship, continuing the educational process. And then in that, as your list continues to grow and expand and your sequence continues to grow longer and longer, the beautiful thing with all of this is what I've described is all 100%, it's an automated system, 100% automated, right? That article, Why My Business Isn't Found in Google Maps, I wrote that 7+ years ago, okay? I've been updating it over the years, but it's in essence like I produced it once, and it's been producing like an annuity, so to speak. It's been producing continually growing traffic over all these years. And our ebook, it's really the most popular ebook that we have, and it's the same ebook that we've been using for probably 3+ years now. The reason being is because it's just valuable. It's what our audience finds valuable. It's what helps them, and so it's what we just use. It's very simple. But this whole thing for your business is that it's 100% automated. And now you just need to have the people and the team in place, because as this audience, as your email list grows and your email sequence grows, you're going to have people who now want to talk to you or schedule an appointment or schedule a call, or they just pick up the phone and they call you, whatever your business type for your products or services. Now you need to have the team in place that can field those inquiries and convert the inquiries into a paying customer. So, but that describes the funnel. Okay. So it starts with the informational product. It moves to the value exchange, building your email list. Give me your email and I'll give you this valuable thing for free. That builds your email list. Then once they're on your email list, you have this continually growing email sequence that you can just really build out indefinitely. And there is where you have the opportunity to get your audience to know, like, and trust you, build your brand. And then from there, as you build your brand to this audience, you will become the obvious choice that customers want to come to your business. They want to call you. They want to schedule calls with you, because to them, you are the expert. You are the go-to for whatever your business product or service is. So anyway, that is the funnel. It's invaluable. It can be deployed for any business, any organization of any size, anywhere in the world. And that's it. And so awesome. Well, I'm home. So thank you for hanging out in the car, and I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you soon.